Alright, gentlemen, good morning to you. How are you guys doing on this Friday? It's the Friday before Christmas. Got a lot to go over today. There's not a ton of volume out there. There is going to be some opportunities, but Friday's slowest day, usually of the week, so we're going to keep that in mind for sure, before we get into today. Now, I saw there was about a few dozen people trying to get in here. I accidentally had the video unlisted for some reason, so I'm going to wait just a few minutes before we get into it, make sure everyone gets in here today. But before we get into it, last night me and my wife celebrated our anniversary. We went to the restaurant that I used to work at. I was telling you guys about yesterday. Used to make 20 bucks a day over there. Love to go over there, just encourage those guys. But guess what my wife asked for Christmas? I think this is pretty funny. Well, you guys guess what my wife asked for Christmas? Most women are asking for purses and boots and all this funny stuff. She asked her dad to help pay off her student loan. It just shows the maturity of my wife. I love her. Right when I met her, I was like, this is the woman for me. Granted, it took her a few years to come to the same conclusion, but here we are today. So with that being said, what is the quote of the day? It's by Warren Buffett. So he says, be fearful when others are greedy. Be greedy when others are fearful. It is the best quote, guys, I think I've read. It's so true. So very true. So what's happening today? Futures are pointing to a modestly higher open for the week's final session, but the U.S. stocks remain in severe correction mode after another tumble on Thursday. So in severe correction mode as well. The SPY actually has had 8 consecutive red days in a row, but there's many factors right now that are weighing in on this correction, including Fed policy, of course, which actually the Feds came out, when they did the rate hike, that's when the SPY just took a dump. The market really took a dump. They actually were planning on doing 3 rate hikes next year. Now they say 2. We'll see how that goes. Also, the China trade dispute and impending government shutdown. So tonight at 12, we might see a government shutdown just because the wall, as far as what Trump wants to do, that's going to the Senate, and I don't know, they just can't they all can't come to the same conclusion, so there might be a government shutdown. That's going to be at 12 tonight if that happens. Also, Monday is a half day. Monday is a half day. Tuesday, of course, we are closed. So guys, keep that in mind as well. But let's get into today. What are we looking at? What are the opportunities that lie before us? And first of all, before we get into that, I want to show you guys yesterday, the stock we were looking at in pre-market. This was LMFA. This one we went over right in pre-market, guys. This was when we talked about and said, watch, this is a known pumping up. Watch this one, to hit that pre-market highs and then just retrace this move. I told you guys, look for the 150 break, play it up to pre-market highs. And look what it did all the way, throughout yesterday. Just faded on off, sitting at 117 right now. Okay, what else? What are we going to be looking at today? So earnings wise, this morning, what do we have? We have NKE. That one's up on earnings right now. Brad, it is dead today, and good morning to you, by the way. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever, whatever words float your boat. We're in this sensitive age, I gotta say both of them. Brad, so there's going to be some opportunities today for sure. I want to get into it. There's one in particularly like a lot. I'm going to get into it in here. Actually 2, maybe 2. The end of this live stream that I want to go over. About 2 stocks that I'm really looking at. Let's start at the top though. NKE, this one's on earnings. If you guys play these higher price stocks, NKE, this one, there's definitely opportunities. There's volume here. What happened with NKE? They rose 8.2%. Stronger than expected second quarter results. What else is on earnings? You guys see earnings today before they open. KMX. KMX. What's going on here? This one. Their sales fell short. CarMax. This is CarMax. Or ETB on TD Ameritrade. So keep that one in mind as well. What stock right now is having a little gap up? MICT. This one's gapping up slightly. It's a lower price stock. This one's under $1. I'm likely going to avoid it. Let's go over it real quick though. There was an acquisition on it. This and another company were having a merger agreement. The other company in which they're merging with raised $23.5 million at $1.65 per share, to finance this transaction. So MICT, there's probably going to be some opportunity here. This is gapping up a lot off of the 30 cents. What is that, like 30 to 90, 200%? No, 300%. God, I'm so bad at math, guys. 300%. 3 times 3 is 9. This is gapping up a lot. So don't expect. Well, let's go over this real quick. I want you guys to be more short biased today. There's going to be a couple opportunities for sure on the long side, but not a whole lot. So MICT, what are we looking at here? Let's look at the past chart history. We got solid, right here we got solid 80 cent support, sitting at about 90 cent right now. On a day like today, on Friday, I probably would not be trading a bounce like this though. Things are most likely not going to get nice bounces. Really what I want you to look at is resistance. So resistance, look at this. On the 3-year, we got 120, really tough. Really tough resistance on here. And not only that, I don't know why it's off my chart right now, but 119 is the 200-day moving average. 119, and also we have all this tough 120 resistance. So that's going to be very tough, guys, to break 120. It's very likely not to happen. I highly doubt it's going to happen. This is more of a short. Shorts are going to be looking for this to pop, maybe break the pre-market highs around 1. Stu, you didn't get a notification this morning. Yeah, that's where we messed up. We got 21 people in here, but sorry guys. Yeah, I completely messed that up. For some reason, the video was unlisted. So I'll make sure, I do apologize. We'll make sure that doesn't happen next time. Good morning, Joseph. Good morning to you. Sorry you guys didn't get the notification on that. But you're loyal. Love you guys. You're loyal. That's what we're talking about. But MICT, yeah, we'll keep this one watch. Definitely. Martin, new kill on the block. Dude, love to have you in here, man. Thanks for joining. Let me go ahead and say this before anyone else asks, because I'm getting asked this every single day. I'm paper trading for the next few weeks, guys. I will be opening up back at CMEG at the start of the year, probably after me and Patrick Whelan do our thing in Miami. But people keep thinking they're exposing me every day as a paper trader. I blew up an account, based on my emotions. I was profitable the first year. I opened up offshore, blew up an account. Now I'm trying to work on, my plan, my game plan every day, and respecting it, not letting my emotions dictate my trades. So that's what we're doing right now. Yes, I'm a paper trader for a few weeks here. No, you're not exposing me. Okay, so 120 is very tough resistance. On the Capon, you're a jerk. 120 is going to be very tough. MICT. All right, let's move on to the next one, guys. What do we have next? So this is something to keep in mind for sure. The farm bill was signed by Trump yesterday that legalized CBD and hemp, and so we got to keep stocks. Like for instance, what's gapping up right now that is related to this? CGC is gapping up right now. This is one of the higher priced ones. You guys might be interested in that. CGC, that one's gapping up. It has to do with that farm bill being signed. What's another one? That's been getting some volatility. NBEV, that one has to do with CBD as well. This is one of the lower priced, smaller companies. I'm avoiding these. If you guys are interested, definitely keep those in mind if you want. DBVT, that one was interesting yesterday, right? We looked at that one, had a nice little dead cat bounce at 360. Wow, that one just got tons and tons of volume. People picking that up at a bargain price. So you guys might be asking, what am I watching? And I might be asking that too. So I'm going to be looking at MRIN for certain. MRIN, this one, definitely going to be looking at. So let's go over the game plan on that one. MRIN. What am I going to be doing here? MRIN, this one is easy to borrow at TD Ameritrade, so that's another reason I'm highly interested in it. This one, I highly suspect, and you guys will learn this as you continue to get experience in the markets. On Fridays, oftentimes, like we're seeing today, not a lot of stocks gapping up in pre-market. So what normally happens? The stocks that had all the volume the previous days, the day before, they'll get like a little morning spike at the start of the day. Because volume just all tries to go to the same place. People try to make their money on Friday, then start their weekend, especially on a holiday, like we're having today. People are not going to be sticking around, in these market conditions, especially with the holiday weekend. Brandon, what's going on? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. So with that being said, MRIN, I'm really hoping this one gets a pop out of the gates. To $7.75, $8, and I will start a short position, there. But you guys know, look at this. I did not draw this trend line after the fact. I did not. You see this trend line here? I didn't draw it after this stock did its thing. I drew it beforehand. Brian Griffith, good to see you in here, bro. How are you doing this morning? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you guys. This one is bouncing off this trend line very, very nicely. And I didn't draw it after the fact. We draw our trend lines before these stocks do their thing. You want to have these all drawn. And look, I just drew it on the 3-year chart. 3-year chart, beautiful, right? Once, twice, 3 times. Hit it. Hit this upper resistance line here. It's very likely not to break it, okay? So that's why I'm interested in a short on it. You guys know I love multiple levels of resistance or support, whichever way I'm trading. And because of that, and because it's a Friday, this one was our top gainer yesterday. Started squeezing some shorts out. I do think it's highly likely we could get a 750 break at the start, maybe a run on up to $7.75, $8. Then it starts fading on off. Of course, we'll keep a stop on this. We could see a continual squeeze, but after reviewing what we just saw, I think this could be the end of it. Just keeping that resistance in consideration. So I'll be looking at the MRIN definitely for the pop at the start, and then a short from there. What else am I looking at? So this is really funny. This cracked me up this morning, guys. At 8:30, TIK came out with some news. TIK came out with some news, and what did they come out with? And why did this crack me up? So they announced 1.6 million Mode 5 test set order, whatever that means. That's not really what's important, because it's been the same PR nearly like every single Friday. Every single Friday. So look at this. If we look at the past chart history, last Friday we had a gap up, came all the way back down. The Friday before that, we had a gap up, came all the way back down. Why is this all happening on Friday? See down here it says Friday, FRI, Friday, 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 every Friday, and it's nearly the same PR. Let's take a look at the last week's PR on this. Yeah, last Friday, share surge 35% on another order. So every single Friday they're going over this T5 test order, whatever that is, but it's the same deal every single Friday. So it really seems to me Like somebody's trying to dump some shares, right? So 2 weeks ago we had a pretty nice little gap up. Last week we had a little smaller of a gap up, and today we're having, even a smaller gap up. And what price does it typically always come down to? TIK is coming right down to that, it comes right back down to around that 315 level. I mean, this is a 3-year chart. Look at this. Things look like ice picks. Up, down, up, down, up, down. This thing always retraces this move. I don't have shorts on it, but if you guys do, keep that on watch. I might. There is a trade on the long side with it. If a chat room comes and pumps this thing up, I just, just knowing that it's a straight pump and dump, definitely, I don't know, concerns me a little bit there as far as trading on the long side. Really don't want to trade with the long side today. My main watch is definitely MRI, and I want this one to pop out of the gate to around that $8 level. That is going to be the main watch today, guys. MRI and TIK. Definitely keep those on watch. That's mainly going to be it. For me, there's some higher price stocks. If you guys trade those, NKE. This one's on earnings. CGC. This one is from the farm bill that Trump signed yesterday. That one's getting a little gap up. But with the holiday week coming up, it being Friday, and then a possible government shutdown tonight at 12, we'll see how volume is. We will see how volume is. I'm going to be in and out, and I advise you guys to do the same. In and out. One and done. Hit and quit. Nail and bail. You know the drill, baby. You guys know the drill. But some of you weren't in here earlier when we were going over quote of the day, so I want to make sure you hear that. Be fearful. This is Warren Buffett. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Very true. Very, very true. As in, how can we apply that on MRI and yesterday when this thing is getting bought up to $8.82? When other people experience fear of missing out. So you really want to trade against people's FOMO. When people are having FOMO, the thing's just going up. You're like, buy, buy, buy. Everyone at the start of trading experiences this. If people come in here and they're like, I've never experienced FOMO before. Yeah, they're full of it. They should be getting coal for Christmas, essentially. Because everybody experiences FOMO when they start trading. But then as you continue to trade, you learn that you have to, be fearful when others are greedy. When others are experiencing that FOMO, be fearful. That's why you short sell into that strength. Short sell into that strength. But what are you guys watching? Is there anything you want me to go over, or if some of you are new joining in here, want me to go over the scanners, want me to go over some of the things we just went over? If you're joining in here a little late, any questions at all? I have one simple game plan today. And I will tell you guys this. So my wife is definitely encouraging me to fund the account as well soon. So that's definitely uplifting for me. So I'm going to do it probably at the start of the year. I'm going to take a shot at it again. Shore for sure, good morning. What is going on? But we were out for dinner last night, and guess what she said to me? It's like, she's pretty amazing. She said, I don't want you to turn into some people out there that just are very greedy, and I don't want you to fall in love with money. I don't really care how much you make. That's what she said to me. You know what I said to her? I said, you care how much I lose? So I don't want to blow up another account. I really don't want to. Don't want to do that to her. I'm not going to. We know how to trade, baby. We're going to rock and roll. Get this party started. MRI, and this one's already getting some bids, you know, stacking up a little bit. We got 735, 739. It's gonna creeping up a little bit. Want to see this pop out of the gate, baby. Kayvon, what are you looking at this morning? Yeah, me and Kayvon were talking yesterday. I think this will really help you guys out. We were just talking about the power of scaling in and out positions. You know, doing starter positions, not going in with as much share size. It really takes, you know, it gets rid of a lot of those emotions, you know, with smaller share size, and then you can, you know, scale in, scale out, that sort of deal. And that's a problem a lot of us have. We just go in too heavy into a stock, and then our emotions really control our trading. Got to do what we got to do to get rid of those emotions. So the SPY's been down red 8 days. 8 days, guys. We're going to see if we can get the first green day coming on up. Yeah, 2 red days after sizing down. That's unreal, dude. That's awesome. We can all learn from that. You know how sizing down, you might not have as big of winners, but you're not having losers, right? You know, so 50 bucks a day, that's 12K a year, baby. I'm going to be really upset if MRIN just sells off right at the start of the day. Just because that's really, you know, the trade I'm really anticipating. TIK, this one, man, you know, I really wish I had shorts for TIK. Kayvon, does CMAG have shorts for TIK? I don't think they do. But TIK is going to be a pump and dump. It's going to be a fairly easy one to trade, honestly. No shorts there. What I think about Office Depot, ODP. Well, there's not a... This thing had like nearly 13 or 14 red days straight. Why is it dumping on off? I mean, it's not a very volatile stock, so it's had like 14 red days in a row. It's only down $1. So, I mean, it's very high float. I typically avoid the higher float short for sure. That's just me, you know, how I trade. That one's been easy to borrow, though. KGC, this one's coming up. Joseph, right to its 200-day moving average at 331. You know, so just be wary of that. It is easy to borrow. Yeah, that one's coming up right to its 200-day moving average there. OBLN, dude, there we go. Thank you, Brad. I'm sitting here. Wow, these things happen right when I start this live stream. 9:10. At 9:10, OBLN. Come on. Come on, market. Brad. Love you, Brad. I'm going to fly you to North Carolina for that, man. Alright, so OBLN, they announced FDA approval of their navigation system. Yeah, I honestly think people are just hopping in this because there's nothing else happening in the penny stock world. OBLN, this one is getting a lot of attention. And a lot, just not well, 25,000 shares, 15,000 shares. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of attention, but you know, the penny stock world is definitely going to turn their eyes here. Let's do it, man. Yeah, let's do that, baby. party in North Carolina. Yeah, the penny stock world is definitely going to turn their eyes here. All of the shorts are about to be swarming the heck out of this. So we could look for a bounce play opportunity on it. Definitely would not trade this at the open for a long. So OBLN, you know, where's a bounce play opportunity on this? You know, if we're going to get one. Let's take a look at the past chart history on it. Okay, so here's what we're looking at, guys. OBLN, what do we got? And hang on, let me add a study real quick. We only got a few minutes left. I don't know why the 200-day just went off my scanner. You guys got, I mean, this is necessary. You gotta have the, you always gotta have the 200-day, 50-day on here. Okay, so there we go. OBLM 256 is our 200-day moving average. It's trying to get a little break through that in pre-market. You know, pre-market is highly illiquid though. You want to break these key levels of resistance with everybody. You know, with all the volume together, breaking these levels. You know, that's when you're really, you know, going to break it strong. And it actually sustain itself. When you break it, you know, with just a few shares in pre-market because it's illiquid, it's not necessarily going to hold it the same. But if we look at the past chart history on this, what do we got? You know, this could be a bounce area. You know, right at. I'm just a little eerie, honestly, of bounce plays. You know, today, a little eerie. So. Just keep that in mind. It's Friday, holiday week coming up. Got a lot of stuff going on recently with the Fed, the SPY, market correction, and you know the government shutdown tonight at 12 possibly because of the whole border wall thing. You know, but this 256 area, you know, this is nice support on the daily. You know, also we see in pre-market where this, you know, this level of 240 was kind of holding up on it. You know, and it was serving at some level of resistance. So right around this 250 level, if we get a sell-off, if we get like a 30-cent sell-off at the start of the day, I'll probably be scooping this up. You know, but I'll be quick about it. You know, guys, just keep that in mind, please. Be very quick on a day like today. Let's be quick about that. I'll be looking for a sell-off on that, on OBLN. You know, out of the gates. Sell off, you know, hopefully back down to that line 255, 250. It's already getting quite a sell off right now, so we'll see about that. We got about a minute and a half until the market opens, guys. You know what we're looking at. We got MRIN. I want to short this if it gets a pop out of the gate. We'll see if that happens. TIK, this one is likely to be a pump. It might shoot on up to about $4 and then it's going to start pulling back. Keep TIK on watch, and then besides that, we got OBLN. Thanks to Brad. Brad, you get 5 stars. I clicked on your name to see if I could, like, I don't know, highlight your name or something, and it says put user in timeout. That's the only option it gives me. Sorry, Brad. Can't give you a star today. Alright guys, we got a minute till the market opens. Best wishes to you all. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we will see you soon.